Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Tonight, the second of our two divisional games on this Saturday. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go through the rain here in South Philly. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From 29, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts working in the pistol. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
49-yard line.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he will score. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Throwing to start. Here's Dart. He's got the hook up there to OBJ. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
At the Giants' 17-yard line.
They face second down and 7.
Set. All right, anyway, Tiger Hornet. 73. Easy, 60. Out.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Oh, touch. All right, anyway, Yeti. Carl left Yeti.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Yeah, so I think, Mike, this is one of those decisions where the conditions and the elements definitely come into play. I think in a normal day of clear weather, this coach makes a different decision in this situation. But here, I can totally understand why he decided to be aggressive and go for it on 4th down.
On 1st down, Dart. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
1st down, Giants.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This one caught by DJ Chark. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first. down as well.
First down, Giants.
The throw is Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
In motion comes Beckham.
70 Lions.
Dart with a throw here on 2nd down. To the left side, OBJ is there. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To the air again goes Dart. And that is incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
They'll go, and here's Dart. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's 4th down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Hurts to throw. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
At the 49-yard line.
Don't touch that. Hey. 73. 73. Miami.
He'll get this out wide. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Great. set. Not anywhere.
Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5. A pistol snap back to Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Eagles. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's complete, and it is Beckham. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance.
And he will go all the way. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
63, 63.
A second down throw for Hurts. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a third down and 4. Hurts. My goodness, one complete to Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run with Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So the Eagles use their first timeout here. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Look him up on a second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now it's Hurts. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Play fake, here's Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow. Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath.
And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Let's go now.
Neighbors in motion. To the air on second down. Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Zach Baun. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long. Dart, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
At the 49-yard line.
In motion comes Beckham. To throw, it got on 1st and 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Good running inside the 25. And he will score again. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Don't touch that.
To throw, Hurts. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Caught left side by Goddard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Down and 6.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Hurts again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
Look, I think anytime, Mike, you find yourself all tied up in the second half of the ballgame, it's all hands on deck. Both teams are trying to find a way. How can I separate? How can we give our side a clear advantage? That pick right there, killing that first series of this second half, that seems like one of those separators to me. Now, this offense, as they take the field, they have to capitalize and come away with points.
And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Dark. Open man's got it, that's Sharp. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's 3rd down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Dark, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Neighbors in motion. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the Giants' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent. All they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the 4th quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but go out and try to win this game.
A 6-yard takeoff brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Game show. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I
From the 41, here's second and 4. In motion comes Beckham. On second down, Dart. Now a short one, caught by the tight end Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Giants.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Here's Scatterboot, and he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there, and it'll be third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's his key.
Under pressure, now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Phillips gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
up for 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Yeti. Trimmer. Hey. Don't touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Rolling right, off he goes. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Here's 2nd down.
Good. Don't touch.
They'll drop to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.